Welcome everybody, my name is Michael or Kubera, and today we are going to discuss a pretty big problem with Bitcoin, especially as it continues to rise in price. But first of all, I want to congratulate it on its 12th birthday. Happy birthday to Bitcoin. On January 3rd, 2009, Bitcoin was released. Its first block was mined, its Genesis block, and a couple of days later its first transaction occurred. But for the full history timeline of the early days of Bitcoin, I want to introduce you to my personal brand name channel. This video will be linked down in the description below and in the comments section. Subscribe to the new channel. If you haven't already, we have hit over 100 subscribers, so thank you. That is going to be my new main channel upcoming. Hopefully you're having a great start to the new year and to January, and Bitcoin already is, oh yeah, he's beating out a lot of records. He hit over $34,000 today. Now there's been a little bit of a correction, but $34,608 to be exact, which is absolutely insane. A lot of people are predicting it's going to get to $40,000 not too far away, and possibly $100,000. So there is an issue with this though, and everything's great. People are making a lot of money. You're able to triple, quadruple, maybe even 10x if you were an early investor. But every now and then you have to check out for an issue. And this isn't an issue that's solely with Bitcoin. This happens with a lot of cryptocurrencies. Ethereum, right before 2.0, its network came out, well, it had ginormous fees. And there's a problem with Bitcoin's fees right now where I'm trying to withdraw 0.00026 BTC. So that's around $7-8, and that's simply impossible. I'm not even close. That's not even half of what I need to pay for the withdrawal fee, which just seems absurd. I'm using CoinEx, so this will vary from exchange to exchange, but Bitrex's withdrawal fees, I checked that, they were 0.0005. So just barely, this $7-8 just barely is halfway there right now. If Bitcoin gets to 40,000 at 0.0005, will be $20, a $20 fee. CoinEx, of course, has to be a little bit different. As we can see, it's 0.0006, and it was 0.00064 actually last night. So you might be wondering, well, why are you using CoinEx? First of all, to get my BTC out of here, the only reason I'm using CoinEx is because I have a guaranteed amount of library coins coming in. Library credits, LBC. Here is library. In 8 days, I'm going to get 350. LBC currently pumped up times 10 cents, 10.5 cents. So that's around $35. I also get a few points here and there for watching videos and just tips. Here we go. Currently have 4.8 balance with 10.3. I sent 15.4 recently to CoinEx. CoinEx is one of the few exchanges that accepts LBC. There are other exchanges, but for me to get out of here, it's going to cost me some money. And the difference between all of the exchanges is very, very minimal. So let's say I wasn't even using LBC, then of course I wouldn't be using CoinEx. But Bitrex deposit and withdrawal fees are 0.0005. Binance has lowered Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ERC20 token withdrawal fees, but it's still 0.0004. It was previously 0.0005. Here we are on withdrawal fees for Bitcoin, withdrawalfees.com. And if we go through, as we can see, $10, $30, $13, $13.74 in Bitfinex, OKX $13.74. OKCoin $13.74, Binance $17.17, KuCoin, Poloniex, a lot are very, very similar. And as we start going down the list, we see that some are as much as $30.9. Hit Bitcoin, so this is still pretty popular. Shapeshift is $19.23. Get Bitcoin $17.17. These ones at the bottom, I've never heard of some of these, but $51, $34, $30, I'm just surprised. $24, this is absolutely crazy. CoinEx is 0.0006 is $20.08 currently. while last night it would have been $21.42. So why do the withdrawal fees go up and down on Coinex and some of these other exchanges? Well, there's a miner fee that's, of course, for the miners who are the main support network behind Bitcoin. But on top of the miner fee, the exchange also puts their fee on as well. So why, during times of congestion, the Bitcoin fees will go up? So if there's a lot of traffic, then the Bitcoin fees will go up because it's a little bit more difficult for miners. Coinex will calculate and readjust to optimal withdrawal fees. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure this is a great withdrawal fee. This is terrible. And then if you click their link, it's going to bring you to Explorer.via wallet, and it's going to say that the withdrawal fees, the total fees for you, are 0.00017 BTC per kilobyte. So I do not understand why Coinex would have 0.006, but this actually changed, and this was earlier 0.00069. So there have been cases where people have paid $5 in the past to send $1, which makes you realize, whoa, like that's pretty crazy. Of course, when you start comparing two large transactions, when you're sending $1 million overseas, it's going to make more sense to use cryptocurrency because, first of all, if you're sending on the weekend, the bank transfers won't work, bank wires, see you, goodbye, something can happen. Once you send that Bitcoin, as long as all your information is correct, which you should always double, triple check even, that Bitcoin isn't yours. There's no way to charge back or do anything sketchy to it. It's sent. It will get confirmed by these miners. Once it gets 6 out of 6 confirmations, the other individual on the other end of the line gets it usually within half an hour, sometimes if it's really congested 2 hours, but usually less than 30 minutes. Sometimes it can take as little as a few minutes. Now, if that is a huge problem for you, there are currencies like XRP, besides the fact that it's having some SEC issues currently, which we will make a video on that, where Ripple has been known for these giant, massive transactions of, say, $500 million being sent within seconds, and the fee was like 50 cents. So it really makes you think banks would have no way of doing that, neither with the speed, nor the safety, or the low fees. Just think about the last time someone sent you a check. It was $15 withdrawal fee, right? Usually when Bitcoin prices were below 20K, that was perfectly fine because it was always cheaper than the banks. Now it's getting a little bit more expensive than the banks in some cases. Now, fees aren't going to stay the same. They can be reduced, and there's certain options that you can do to reduce these fees, such as the Bitcoin Lightning Network transactions. But unfortunately, not all exchanges are using the Bitcoin Lightning Network. It's going to be faster, and the fees are going to be a fraction of what they are right now. But the problem is, it's just, well, exchanges need to have a lot of these transactions, and in some of these transactions, there's going to be a lot of money. Exchanges need larger transaction capacity. But the Lightning Network's channels are pretty limited when it comes to that. There's other solutions and possible ideas besides the Bitcoin Lightning Network, but of course, some of these larger solutions, well, they'd have to be voted in. Not everybody would use it, and it would take some time for people to get used to the new norm. However, I do think with time going on, there will have to be solutions provided to this. There already are other solutions that are, for example, hard forks in Bitcoin Cash, Bcash, and other Bitcoin hard forks. But as we've seen with time, people prefer the original Bitcoin. Even if it's much slower, even if it's costing a little bit, it's still number one. However, as the price grows to, let's say, $300,000, people will not be paying $100 per transaction fee. It's not going to make sense for all of these small transactions. So it's something to think about. But also another issue is we have to have some way to force exchanges to have a cap. And any exchange that goes way above it, for example, 0.0005, okay, but that 0.0006, that small difference is just greed. And anything above that, well, you guys should not use those exchanges at all. So currently, I'm not going to send Bitcoin. I have some more LBC that I can send in pretty soon. I would love to exchange that for Bitcoin. I'm not going to withdraw it until those fees get reduced. So with 0.0006, there's no way I'm going to use that. Because that means as soon as Bitcoin starts hitting 40, 50, 60K, that's a lot of money right there. I would spend $50 just to send a single cent. So it's just something to keep in mind. It's not a problem that's the end of Bitcoin. Obviously, it can be fixed. There's a lot of solutions out there. We can make another video for that if you guys would want. I'm sure you have your own stories with terrible exchanges. It's good that Binance is leading the way to reduce some of these fees. But with monopolies forming, such as Binance and Coinbase and all these other larger exchanges, we also have to watch out that in a few years, there's still some ways we can force them to keep their prices relatively okay or even on the lower end, because they could always revert back to higher fees once they'd have a monopoly and complete control over a certain segment of the market, and we wouldn't be able to do anything about that. So that is today's video. My name is Michael or Kubera. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my secondary channel, all right? Links in the description below. Let me know where Bitcoin is going, where it's heading, what do you think about this current season, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.